Norquist, president of Americans for Tax Reform Now, my guest now out of our nation's capital. Good to see you, sir, and good morning to you.
Good to be with you.
David Axelrod, one of the leading advisors for the Obama team, had this to say on one of the Sunday programs earlier today, suggesting that in the inaugural address, that Mr. Obama will have a strong, Mr. Obama will have a strong message for bankers and wants to see the credit flowing again. What could that necessarily mean?
The idea that telling people to do something, I mean, the challenge we have is the incoming administration comes from a worldview that the government should tell everybody else what to do. Spending the amount of money that's already being promised from TARP, the bailout of Wall Street, and now the $700 or $800 billion for various earmarks that the administration wants. This is a huge amount of spending, and every dollar either comes out in higher taxes today or in higher debt today and forever. This is a very damaging decision. It's going to hurt the economy, and we're looking at
I understand your position there, but what does this message mean? A strong message for bankers. I mean, he's going to have the bully pulpit. In order to get the credit flowing again, do you need that sort of bully pulpit, that sort of message to say, hey, to the banks, we saved your tails, now start doing what we say?
It either makes sense to make a loan or it doesn't. Somebody standing on the side mau-mauing you. That's how we got in this crisis, with the federal government telling banks to make loans that were bad loans, that they knew were bad loans. They passed the Community Reinvestment Act, which was a law that said you must make bad loans. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac decided to make bad loans. We're in this mess because the government said make bad loans. Why would you ask them to do that again?
I understand your position. What sort of state are we in if we don't do this? Well, what happens if the first $350 billion did not go out? Would we be in worse shape?
I don't think so. Where did that money go? We've asked the Bush administration, we've asked the Democrats to give us some accounting of that money. We need to see some transparency in how it was spent. The economy's gotten worse, not better, after that money was thrown in. The idea of having a bailout, a stimulus spending package, we did that already, and it didn't work.
Yeah, stick on the bailout for a moment here, just for the sake of this discussion. Yeah. Do we go into a deeper ditch if we let Citibank go bankrupt? Can we afford that?
No. The idea of a stimulus, the idea that you can take money from one side of the economy and insert it in the other side of the economy and make people rich, is the equivalent of saying that Obama, Pelosi, and Reid get 3 buckets. One side of a lake, they take the water out of the lake, they walk around the lake to the other side, and Obama, Pelosi, and Reid pour 3 buckets of water back into the lake at a press conference, announce they're filling up the lake. If you believe that the lake has more water in it at the end of that exercise than before, then you believe that what Obama is doing will make the economy better.
You create quite a visual with your story there. With the stimulus, though, about a year ago when the tax cuts went out, I think it was the month of May, right? Now, you don't believe that did anything to help us?
The economy continued to deteriorate. What you did was you took money that might have been spent in the future, and you said, now we're going to take it out today. You moved money around. You didn't create wealth. You didn't create any jobs.
But it appears, though, that, you know, possibly by mid-February, maybe by the end of next month, that you're going to need an enormous stimulus package that will be passed by both measures of Congress, or both houses of Congress, to the tune of $800 billion.
That's what they're going to do, and that will hurt the economy, not help it. Taking a dollar out of one side out of Florida and putting it in Nebraska, same $1. Taking a dollar of debt and spending it does not create jobs or economic growth or wealth. Otherwise, Argentina would be doing very well.
Thank you, sir, for coming in today. Grover Norquist with us today. And you know the Treasury's buying more ink, right?
Ouch.
You bet they are. Thank you, sir. 22 minutes.